Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm the OPJellicent and we're back here on Pokemon Showdown. I'm going to be building a team around Mega Pidgeot right here, then we're going to hop on the OU ladder and test out the team to make improvements, and the final team will be down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out alongside me, of course. But I just wanted to let you all know really quickly that I did actually upload a video yesterday using Choice Scarf Kyurem Black, and unfortunately, according to a lot of my subscribers on Discord, that video did not push to a lot of subscription boxes. So if you did miss that video by chance due to that, I would highly recommend you go ahead and check it out. It was a lot of fun, but if you did happen to already watch it, then thank you so much for checking that out, of course. But Mega Pidgeot right here, really fast Pokemon at base 121 speed, really nice special attack stat too, and I love the consistency with Zygarde being able to allow you to always hit your Hurricane and Heat Wave right here, which makes it a much bigger threat than Taunt in my opinion, in terms of being able to hit accurate attacks right here. Unfortunately, you kind of forego Regenerator, but it definitely is going to be a pretty valuable trade-off the way I see it right here. U-turn momentum, of course, too, and then hidden power ground to be able to hit Heatran. So definitely looking to pair it with Pokemon that can take advantage of all of this right here. But in terms of Mega Pidgeot's checks, electric types such as Tapu Koko, Rotom Wash, and Zapdos, for example, are really big ones. And then, of course, Chansey, which evolves every special attacker in the tier, except for Heatran, I guess. And then, of course, there's Toxapex. So, in terms of Pokemon that can threaten all those Pokemon, Choice Band Zygarde immediately came to mind. Now, I'm aware that at the time of this video going live, Zygarde is being suspect tested, so if it does happen to end up getting banned, then I'll probably revisit this team down the road and change Zygarde to something else and try it out again. But I do want to use its best partner right here, which is Choice Band Zygarde, so we're going to go ahead and do this right here, and because of Thousand Arrows being able to ignore Levitate, you don't have to really care about Pokemon like Zapdos or Rotom Wash being able to be flying typing or levitating, of course. That's really good. And we can just go ahead and go with Thousand Arrows, Extreme Speed, Iron Tail, just to help out against Bulu. I know Mega Pidgeot can threaten that too, but it's definitely a very solid option. And then I'm thinking I might run on Toxic or Glare right here. Glare can be very nice in terms of paralyzing Choice Scarf Pokemon that may outspeed Mega Pidgeot. Toxic is better in terms of wearing down bulky Pokemon like Zapdos. I'm pretty sure Fizdef Zapdos can eat 2 of these, so that's a little bit scary. I'll go ahead and put the 4 in defense right here, and of course, we are going to run Choice Band. I'm thinking I'll go ahead and just run Toxic right here for the sort of stall breaking purpose. Obviously, it's not really going to help out too much, but it's a nice option to have as well, and I think this Pokemon being able to break for Mega Pidgeot is really nice, and then Mega Pidgeot doing a lot more work against offensive teams with that nice speed tier can really help us out. Now I'm noticing a sort of ice weakness going on right here between these two, so I want to be able to patch that up right away. I'm also noticing that we do not have any hazard control, and one of our Pokemon right here is weak to hazards, so Tapu Fini immediately comes to mind. I don't believe there's any other hazard control Pokemon in the tier that can actually resist ice. I mean, yeah, nothing really comes to mind besides Tapu Fini right now. I might be missing something, but Tapu Fini's... I mean, Rotom Wash obviously is right there too, but... I mean, Rotom Wash could help us out in terms of getting Volt Switch momentum. But I might want to add another electric type later, in case that's something I'm interested with. And I do want to add something that can actually switch into Ask Greninja too, so I am going to go right here with a Tapu Fini. And we're going to go right here with a Leftovers set right here with just Moonblast. And we're going to run Defog Nature's Madness, I think. I don't really need Scald just because... I mean, Scald is great against being able to weaken Pokemon like Heatran, but we have obviously banded Zygarde and Hidden Power Ground on this, so I feel as though just running Nature's Madness and Taunt is the better option. And then we're just going to go with the max speed, max HP spread right here, which is my favorite set, of course. And this is able to weaken Chansey too, which is great because Mega Pidgeot obviously cannot hit that Pokemon, and Zygarde does need a bit of chip damage on Chansey to be able to 2-hit KO with a Banded Thousand Arrows. So I do like the option for Nature's Madness right here, as well as Taunt in combination, and yeah, we'll go ahead and do that, and then put the 4 in Spidef. Obviously, we're going to go ahead and run minus attack, and I like the direction of the team so far. We already have hazard control on the board for our Mega Pidgeot. We patched up that ice weakness right here, and we have the start of a Fairy Dragon Steel core right here, which I think I might just want to continue and finish that off right now. So what would be good stealth rockets for us? Jirachi is right there. Healing with support could be nice. Heatran is another option, mostly just because I do want a Fairy Resist to help me out against Pokemon like Lele, Mega Deontay, and Magearna, for example, so I would love to be able to get up rocks while simultaneously handling those Pokemon. Excadrill is another option, but, I mean, base 65 Spidef, I don't think that's going to help us out, so let's look for other options. Celesteela, unfortunately, doesn't get rocks. We could do this anyway and then run, like, Rocks Lando later instead. Do I want to run Celesteela? I mean, I feel like the team is pretty weak to Kyurem Black right now, and Soul Steel is not really going to help out in that regard just because of Fusion Bolt alone. I mean, then again, what Steel type is going to help out with that? I guess Ferrothorn would be the main thing, but then Life Orb tends to run HP Fire. So I feel like maybe I just want to go with Heatran or Ferrothorn. And we already have an Ash Greninja check, so I feel like Heatran might be the better option, just being able to tank Moonblast a lot better from Pokemon like Lele and Mega Deontay. Obviously, the Mega Deontay can run the Earth Power, but I like Heatran right here. And we'll go ahead and run Stealth Rock, Magma Storm, of course. Once again, another way to get rid of Chansey and Toxapex right here, in combination with Tapu Fini and Zygarde. So lots of support for Mega Pidgeot right here, which is really cool. And then we'll taunt this thing too, and then we'll go ahead and run Earth Power, and I'll go ahead and put lefties on here. And how Spit F do I want to make this is the question, because we could run enough Spit F to be able to take 2 Focus Blasts from Scarf Lele, which is 128 Spit F and then max HP. But I could also like the speed tier in terms of just being able to speed tie with opposing Heatran, and I would speed opposing Mega Tyranitar before Dragon Dance, which is running max speed right here, so maybe that's the better option right here. I'm thinking I'll start off by going with more of a Spit F set right here, just because I don't really feel as though we need the speed on this team right here, because this is mostly going to be a stall-breaking Heatran, and we're going to go ahead and run a more Spit F set. So I believe the set does run plus Spit F, just to make sure we can always tank those Focus Blasts. And yeah, that extra 28 Spit F stat right there could really help us out. Now, if I do lose matches due to not having the speed on this thing, I might change it, but we're going to go ahead and go with the Spit F spread right now. And 2 slots left on the team. What am I interested in adding? I mean, I would love some sort of late-game sweeper on the team, and I would love secondary hazard control. I know we do have a Fini, and I know we're running Fini with Zygarde, but we don't have a Dragon-type attack on here, so we don't have to worry about Misty Terrain affecting that Pokemon. I don't know, what can really help us out right here? I would love to run some sort of Scarfer, is what I'm thinking, just to help out my speed control, because right now our fastest Pokemon is Mega Pidgeot, and Pokemon like Mega Lopunny are really going to throw this team, tear this team apart basically, so I have to be able to check those Pokemon. So Scarf Landau is an option. Scarf Cortana could be another good bet, just because it's able to threaten that Pokemon with Leaf Blade, of course. I mean, I guess Priority could be another option. We have Banded E-Speed already, so I'm thinking maybe a Choice Scarf Cortana would be my best bet. Or we run Scarf Superior, which I've really been loving lately, but I've been kind of spamming Scarf Superior in terms of just getting my Rex for Zygarde, so... And it's not even been connecting Leaf Storm, so I'm going to run Cortana right here. Yeah, I don't like Superior right now. It's been missing so many Leaf Storms, and I don't know, it's consistent for sure when paired with that Banded Hippo or Banded Arrow that I like to run, but I don't know, I find that it's kind of inconsistent in terms of being able to safely clean up late game, because obviously if you're going to be spamming Grass-type attacks, you would want them to be accurate, and Cortana is able to go ahead and do that, so we'll go ahead and opt for this right here, and I'll go ahead and run Choice Scarf. I'm thinking I might want to run Defog on this too, and then 3 attacks instead of just running the 4 attacks variant. Now, the question is, am I going to go with... I mean, I could just go knock off Sacred Sword. Do I need Smart Strike? What would Smart Strike help me out with? Torn, for example, would be really helpful. Well, Smart Strike could hit Torn, is what I'm saying, and... I mean, Torn is definitely a threat here. Fightinium Z Torn, which can threaten my Heatran, would actually be a problem. So I'm thinking I'll keep Smart Strike, and then... I'm thinking Sacred Sword would be my next best option right here. So we'll go with Sacred Sword, and... that looks good to me. So we have double Defog on the team now, which means if I want to add a Pokemon that's pretty weak to hazards, I can. Yeah, I can basically add whatever I want now, like Victini is an option. I mean, we could form a Fire Spam core with Victini plus Heatran. Volcarona is another good option. I don't use Volcarona a lot ever. Do I have a Z-move Pokemon? I don't have a Z, so do I want to run Volcarona with Z? We have double Defog on the team, so I feel as though that might be a cool idea, considering how not often I use Volcarona right here. I'm doing it. And we're going to go ahead and run offensive Volcarona right here, because this is a really clean win condition. There's certain matchups where Volcarona is just impossible to defend against, and I think we could take advantage of that. So we're going to go ahead and run on Buginium Z, which is able to OHKO Pokemon like Zygarde, for example, after the Quiver Dance. And yeah, we're going to run Quiver Dance 3 attacks right here, Fire Blast. We'll go ahead and go with Bug Buzz, of course, for our Z move, and then I can either run Psychic or Hidden Power Ground. Now, I think Hidden Power Ground's the better bet, just because I feel as though... I mean, we have so many ways to threaten opposing Heatran. Maybe Psychic is just the better option. But then again, we don't really worry about Toxapex here either, and running Psychic without Psychium Z is kind of a weird pick. So I think I'm going to go with Hidden Power Ground right here. And yeah, that looks good to me right here. I'm actually excited to try out Volcarona too. So we do have quite a bit of a hazard weak team right here between Volcarona and Mega Pidgeot, but double Defog should be able to help us out in that regard. And Yeah, I'm really liking the offensive nature of this team right here. Obviously, we can go ahead and make any changes to it that I do feel are necessary if I do find that it is being kind of inconsistent while we are battling, but let's go ahead and hop into the games. Okay, got the first game right here. My opponent is going to lose to Volcarona unless they're actually Scarf Rock Slide on the Greninja right here, because nothing else actually is going to take me on too well. As well as Choice Band Zygarde right here, just clicking 1000 arrows is super spammable, so I'm thinking as a lead right here, they may lead off with Landorus T. I'm thinking as a response, I may want to lead off here with my Pidgeot. Greninja leads, unfortunately, so I'm kind of forced to switch out. Fini is not too important of a Pokemon here, and it's my response to this, so I'll go ahead and bring that out on what I'm expecting to be an Ice Beam. Makes a really great play and goes for Gunk Shot, which I kind of expected to come out, I'm not going to lie, but as I said, that was not the most important Pokemon, so I can go Heatran now and just get up my rocks, unless he's Z-Lokic, but he just revealed Life Orb, so yeah, U-Turn's going to come out instead. Landorus is going to come out, and in that case, I gotta get in my Volcarona as soon as possible. Yeah, so I'm going to have to defog eventually. Rocks are going to go up here. I feel like this is going hard Volcaronas to play. And starting to do this right now. On the Earthquake, okay. Fire Blast here, as should be able to knock it out. Wow. Landorus is that bulky. Okay, I gotta come up with a new win con. Cortana can win here. Pidgeot's going to come out now. Really surprised. Hurricane can come out here to pick that off. Ideally, he goes Heatran, trying to live an attack. I think I can win this still, but if he goes Gran right here, I'm in a tough spot. Heatran does come out. I need damage on this for my Cortana, so I will gladly click HP Ground and get 85% off on a Lava Plume, and I'll click Hurricane now just to get rid of the Heatran. So suddenly we're back in this game. I think I may have been able to play my Volcarona a little bit smarter here, but that'll be okay. Do I see myself defogging for this? No. Ice Beam comes out. I go out into this now, and I have to hit a Magma Storm. And if I hit my Magma Storm, I can actually be in a good spot here because nothing switches into this Magma Storm. Jirachi comes out and just falls over. Okay, cool. So that's a good start for me. I don't actually know if he can take this Pokemon on. And I will taunt Amoonguss. He just goes ahead and forfeits the game right there, yeah. I saw the potential for Heatran, as well as Zygarde just clicking 1000 arrows. Got really scary, I'm not going to lie, after my Volcarona just dropped so early, but yeah, he was too pressured by these two Pokemon right here, and having that HP Ground Tech really helped me out, so I'll be right back with another game. Okay, got the next game right here. We're facing some web setup spam. Volcarona would be amazing, except he has a Mega Pinsir to quick attack me, so that's very unfortunate, but I'm going to lead off here with Heatran on the Shuckle, and then just go right for Magma Storm is what I'm thinking, to ideally hit and trap this guy in. Hopefully it doesn't hit right there, and it's right around this thing. Because if I trap this in, I can taunt it a couple times, prevent any hazards. Or at least make sure that when I... Yeah, okay, nice, because he's actually a red card, okay. So this is actually not that bad. But I think I just go back to Heatran. If he has Toxic, he can't click that under this Mist, so that's not something I have to worry about. If he has Infestation, Heatran's not going to care. Hoopa comes out. Do I need this Heatran? No, rocks are better. And I think I can live one of anything. That's not going to matter. I have ways to revenge kill you very easily. Unless you Trick Room. Actually brings out my Fini here, which... can Fini actually do the 63? Nasty plot against Fini. I don't do the 63, unfortunately. I kind of need this Fini. Yeah, I'm going to sack my Heatran to Hyperspace Hole. Interesting attack. I'm thinking maybe Zygarde comes out now. Zygarde always outspeeds Hoopa Unbound. And I can just go ahead and click 1000 arrows here. And pick off that Hoopa, which is nice. So maybe Shuckle comes back out now to get up webs, which I could definitely see happening. Or perhaps just get off a Toxic on me, which I don't really care about Toxic all too much, to be honest. I'm really glad that I weakened Gyarados for my Scarf. Well, with the rocks, obviously, for my Scarf Cortana. Breloom does come out here, so this could try to SD up. I think Hard Volcarona is my only play. On a Spore, okay. A little bit annoying, because I'm assuming SD comes out. Yeah, and I gotta try to prevent this SD sweep here. So let's bring this out, click Bandit E-Speed. Do a good amount of damage here. Ideally, he doesn't knock me out with Bullet Seed. Crit. Great start. 2 hits. Nope. Okay, so this is 262. My Fini is at 295, so I can bring out Fini here, which is nice. Go ahead and Moonblast this, just to knock that Pokemon out. Volcarona is my sack fodder now. If Pinsir comes out here, I'm not too worried about that. Drill comes out. I mean, rocks are about to go down, so I might as well defog. Yeah, get rid of mine too. And now what I'll do is go ahead and just Nature's Madness on the SD. Not too worried about Swords Dance, I'm not gonna lie. Do I sack this off? Might be able to take the hit from Gyarados, perhaps. Probably not. Tough series of plays here. I think I can win if I just sack this off and then go Pidgeot after. So let's go for a taunt here. Go Pidgeot. Earthquake. I mean, Heat Wave should be able to pick this Pokemon off. So let's go ahead and do that now. And then against Gyarados, I probably have to U-turn out into my Cortana. Yeah, I don't think he would switch out here, because this Pokemon dies to all of my Pokemon, so not quite sure what the usefulness would be. Heat Wave is not going to miss, which is really nice. I feel like Hard Gyarados would just be such a bad play, so he's going to give me the Drill, which is nice. Let's see what happens next here. Shuckle could come out. I feel like Gyarados is his only play, in which case, like I said, I have to hard switch to my... Actually, it does go Shuckle. What am I doing against this? I can try to get my Volcarona out. He's going to get up Webs, which is going to be a huge problem. It might be a huge problem. I might need to rely on Confusion hacks here, unfortunately. I'll go for Hurricane, as my opponent actually opts to get up Rock, so ideally they hit themselves at least once. They broke through that time, so no Webs would be amazing here. Okay, they actually go for Toxic, which I don't agree with at all, but I'll Hurricane this again. What can I win this? Gyarados probably comes out here. He can't go Pinsir. Yeah, he has to go Gyarados. So my only option is to U-turn to Cortana or go for Confusion, which I'm going to be U-turning to Cortana here. On the Dragon Dance, I need to probably crit Leaf Blade, because he defogged. It's a high crit ratio move, and I get the crit. I still think I lose though. Like, I can't beat this Mega Pinsir because of the rocks weakening my Mega Pidgeot into quick attack range. Unless Leaf Blade actually does enough, but that's my only play, staying in and spamming Leaf Blade. I will go for my best odds here in Leaf Blade, but he should SD up. Yeah, that does nothing. But he didn't SD. I'm very confused, unless this actually knocks me out. Does he not have Swords Dance? Does it still knock me out, huh? Did you forget that I outspeed him? I'm so confused why he didn't SD. Yeah, what? If he SD'd right there, he would have just knocked out my Cortana. Maybe he didn't expect me to be locked in, but I outsped a +1 Gyarados. Obviously, I know I hacked the Gyarados. That would have won the game, but why didn't he SD with the Pinsir? I don't know, but I'll take the win. Obviously, I know I got lucky right there, but, I mean, you kind of have to put yourselves in situations to get lucky against Pokemon that you can't defend against. Like, so much setup spam right here, but I'll be right back with another game. Okay, so we now have a game against what I'm assuming is T-Spike's Reunistall. Now, this lead matchup right here is actually super important, because if I lead off with Fini against Gran, I'm in an okay spot. If I lead off with Heatran against Zygarde, I'm in a bad spot. Heatran against Gran would not be the worst thing unless he's Tectonic Rage. Pidgeot has some fun here. I feel like Volcarona is the only way I'm winning this game in the long run, so thankfully he doesn't look like he has a Stealth Rock setter, so that's good. I'll lead off here with, I'm thinking Fini, because it covers both Gran and Zygarde, yeah. And I don't actually have a 1000 Arrow Switch, so this is good for me. And damage on this will put it in range of Bug Buzz, so I'll just go ahead and click that. As Tangrowth comes out, let's see what this Tangrowth is. It is 100% vested. Heatran is not a good switch in. I'm gonna go Pidgeot here on an Earthquake, I'm assuming. Zapdos, okay, so I'm not gonna stay in here just because, like, why would I risk getting static paralyzed? I can get paralyzed even under Misty Terrain due to my flying typing, so I'll go Heatran on a Discharge, which is not too big of a deal. Allows me to just go ahead and get up my rocks. Zygarde's obviously going to come back out. Fini is probably my play here, but that could put me in a bad spot versus Gran. Tough play. I feel like maybe... I mean, Pidgeot can do a ton of work here too, so I'll go Fini. That is banded. And ideally, I can outspeed Adamant. What's mine hitting? 289. Come on, be Adamant, man. Because I feel like if Zapdos comes out, I can actually taunt that thing to prevent it from recovering. Tangrowth can come back out too. I don't know, if I'm really expecting Tangrowth, I should Nature's Madness, but I'm not going to risk missing when I can potentially outspeed here. Yeah, he is Adamant, okay, and I got a nice 67% off, so that's really all I needed, and I actually got a nice roll right there, which is cool. Allows me to just go ahead and Moonblast again here. As Mawile comes out. I will just taunt this. Yeah, to prevent a Rock / SD. I can maybe bring in Heatran here. But I'll just Nature's Madness on a Sucker Punch, okay. So is this where I'd pull off the Volcarona? Probably not, right? I mean, I can go Zygarde and get a kill? That's not a bad idea, but he has a Tangrowth. I know for a fact Player Off plus Sucker Punch is going to knock out my Volk. So I'm going to go Pidgeot here instead. And just Mega Evolve and click U-turn. And this is where I go for the Volcarona win. And if I don't get Discharge Paralyzed, I win the game right here. Greninja comes out. I'm going to scout for Scarf Rock Slide. Scarf Gunk. Tangrowth is going to come out. I'll go Volk here. I don't think he would have a Rock Slide. Greninja comes back. I mean, I'm slowly wearing this thing down, which is nice. I'll go Heatran this time. On the T-Spike. Okay, so I have to Defog now, which is unfortunate. Had I Quiver Danced right there, I could have actually won the game, but I'm going to click Magma Storm now, as he gives me that Pokemon, which is amazing. The Zygarde comes out. Cortana's my play. I'll just Defog here. On the Zapdos. Bring out my Zygarde here on his Zygarde. Do I play for this tie? I mean, I kind of don't have a switch in. Tangrowth comes out. Earthquake, not going to be able to stop my sweep, it looks like. Hard Mawile. Can I take a Sucker Punch? Volcarona. I can't. You got me there. Okay, so I would have won the game had I just not attacked. I mean, had I just attacked there, but I feel like it's still possible. I'll go for Heat Wave here. On the Sucker Punch, right? So that's not terrible. Zygarde's going to come out and go for what I'm assuming is going to be Banded E-Speed. So I'm thinking I'll sack my Cortana here, as E-Speed does way too much. Wow. Okay, a little bit of a problem. I can just go Heatran, though. I feel like it might actually be worth it to preserve this then. As Tangrowth comes out. I feel like Rocks might actually be worth it. But weakening this for my Zygarde could be very good, too. So I'll just go for Magma Storm. As that did absolutely nothing. And he crit the Earthquake, by the way. Which definitely mattered. I could have actually gotten a Barox or even gotten more damage on this, but I don't think I can win now. I gotta go off of hacks on this Zygarde. I mean, on this Zapdos. Man, you hate to see it come down to Sucker Punch 50-50s. Oh, I got a crit confusion, so that actually, it looks like I 2-hit KO'd without the hacks, so that's cool. Yeah, that would have 2-hit KO'd. Because I'm doing around 30. So, brings this out. I always bring this out here. I always double to Pidgeot. On Tang. Always click Hurricane. I don't know if it OHKOs it. As able to live on 1, which could end up mattering a lot. And knock that out. Zygarde comes out. And I feel like keeping my Pidgeot as an option to Hurricane like this, or maybe Leaf Blade crits my better odds, so I'll go for this, bring this Pokemon out, click Bandit 1000 Arrows. And I should be able to hit this Arena Cliff pretty hard right here. You got Iron Defense, man? Oh, he is so bulky, and he has Iron Defense, or Acid Armor. So he's giving me opportunities to win with crits, and I do have a high crit ratio move on my Cortana, so that's a thing. Crit. He's even Calm Minding. Why are you Calm Minding, bro? Everything on my team dies. Why are you Calm Minding here? There we go. Alright, I need to crit a Leaf Blade. And it doesn't appear I did. So that's going to be that game right there. Unfortunately, I got the 50-50s wrong, and then I think I played it back as well as I could, but my opponent was able to go ahead and come out on top. So still a fun game, though. I really enjoyed that one, and I'll be right back with another one. Okay, so I got this Rain matchup right here, which this team is kind of an unmatchup against Rain, so that's unfortunate, but Bandit Zygarde can spam 1000 Arrows. Got a Iron Tail the Bulu once. Rocks up on the U-turn to Kingdra. Kingdra is going to rip a hole through my team. Yeah, it doesn't really have any other plays here. Go Swampert, though. Rocks probably go up first. I would love to keep this, though. Not risking this. I'll go Volk. And get that nice burn. Okay, that's not really what I was going for, but... Do I just switch out now that I did that? Zygarde is very spammable, as I said. Do I need this, is what I'm trying to figure out. I feel like I can actually win the game, so let's switch out here. Not to Fini. Maybe to Cortana. No, Heatran's the sack. On this waterfall. I don't need this Heatran. I know he has a Magearna and a Bulu and a Skarmory, but between this Rain Core, I feel like this Pokemon is just so expendable, so Cortana's going to come out now and click Leaf Blade. I feel like he may just not go for the... I feel like he probably should have just attacked there because that Swampert's burned, so what's it actually going to be doing to me? What's this going to go for? Brave Bird? That's a strong Brave Bird. He crit me. Can we not? I will Heat Wave here. On Magearna. So damage on Magearna is actually great for Cortana. He's probably going to Volt Switch. Alright, Volt Switch into Zygarde or Flare Cannon into Volcarona. What am I predicting? Or do I just make a mid-ground? Cortana's too important. It can actually take hits from things. Fini, I need healthy. So I gotta make a play here. And I think Volcarona's my actually better bet of winning, so I'll go out into that. On an Ice Beam Freeze. Okay. So I could have actually lived the hit there. I'll go Volk now. On Pelipper. Yes, I could have thrown off 1000 arrows, or even Iron Tailed and freed up my Zygarde a little bit more. A little bit annoying, but I still feel as though Volcarona can win this game in the end. Kingdra comes out. Fini is my play. On a Surf, okay. I can just Nature's Madness here. On Bulu, okay. So I'll sack off my Pidgeot here. To the Zen Headbutt, of course. Bring out, I'm thinking well, I would love to go Zygarde and try to make a prediction, but it's frozen. I could just do that anyway, but I lose like so much momentum if I don't freeze. If I don't thaw, I mean. I have to go Volcarona. And I think I have to Quiver Dance. Yeah, my opponent knew he had to go hard Kingdra, okay. So I'll switch out here. On a Hydro Pump miss, that could help me out. I still wish my Zygarde was Thaw, though. I feel like, though, that's a lot more important. I'll click Moonblast here. On Bulu, so he's going to give me Bulu, which is nice. Unless this is actually Scarf. I'm going to scout for Scarf and go Cortana here. Is that a play? I mean, Cortana could win. I'm going to go for Moonblast. You're not Scarf. Yeah, did he reveal Leftovers? I feel like he might have done that, and I just blanked on that. Magearna comes out. What did this thing do earlier? We saw that it was fast, right? What did this Magearna do? It clicked Ice Beam earlier. So Ice Beam did how much to Zygarde? 96, it looks like. So a 96 roll would be what sort of damage? Choice Band against Magearna. Shift Gear. So a max special attack Ice Beam should have done 115. So he's AV. Which means he's going to go for Volt here. So I think I got to get in my Cortana. On the Pelipper, okay. Then what I must do next is go for the Leaf Blade here. On the Skarm, do absolutely no damage. I gotta sack off my Zygarde now. Which, if my Zygarde was actually alive, I could actually just claim a kill now, but rocks are actually going to go up, which is... I mean, I still have 2 defoggers. I need to try to Thaw here, though, and knock this out. If I thawed right there, I could have actually just won with my Cortana. Thankfully, though, he decided not to recover. So this allows me to bring out this Pokemon and just click Fire Blast. As my Fire Blast hits over there, lovely. Not very happy about this. Okay. Kingdra is going to come out. Yeah, I could have actually won this game had I been able to spam 1,000 arrows with Zygarde. Now, that's the second day in a row where I lost to getting frozen by a rain team. Surf does way too much. I mean, I can Moonblast here for all it's worth. On the Magearna. Okay, so I gotta like hope he misses. Or maybe Scarf Cortana outspeeds Modest, which it's not going to. So it goes for Volt. So that's okay. I have this thing weakened for my Pokemon. I get to go for Moonblast here. Which I need to somehow be able to deal with this Magearna. Or he can give me Pelipper. Okay, that's a start. What comes in now? Magearna. I gotta like dodge, which is not gonna happen. Because he's gonna go for Volt. And there's nothing I can do about that. Yeah, like imagine if I threw off 1,000 arrows at some point in this game. Something else would be gone right here. I could still win with Scarf, but enough complaining about that. Let's just try to Nature's Madness, I guess. Yeah, he volts out and then goes Kingdra and wins the game. Which I think is very lame. I think I should have had this, but maybe he'll go for Hydro Pump and miss. Okay. And yeah, I can't win here because he's faster, always. Yeah, so I think I would have won that game had my thing not gotten frozen, but as I said, it's just Pokemon and it happens, so not very happy about that though, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, I got the next game right here. I'm going to try to not tilt away a ton of points for the remainder of this video. Unfortunately, my Pidgeot here is going to be kind of struggling against Coco, and I guess Lottie too, but we have U-turn. 1,000 arrows once again looks spammable, but he has potential to freeze me with Ice Beam. And Heatran can actually do some work here against his Ferrothorn. I'm thinking he'll lead off with Coco, so I'm going to lead off with Zygarde. Lando's another possible lead. Lando's actually a really annoying lead now that I think about it. Do I want to risk that leading? Wouldn't be a better option though. Actually, I don't need Fini healthy. I'll just lead off with Fini. No, but then if he leads off with Coco, I'm kind of just sacking him on. So I'll lead off with Zygarde. And if Landorus leads, which I'm assuming it might to try to get up rocks, I'll stay in. Or I'll go Pidgeot. I'll see what I can do. We can scout for whether... Let's see right here. Tarak lead. Okay, so Tarak cannot Okomi with anything. And this gives me a free 1,000 arrows. Landers comes out. Takes defensive damage. So lefties here? No? Okay. I'm not going to stay in. I'll go Fini here to defog. On a U-turn, okay. So he can either go Tarak here and try to SD up. He can go Coco, which I'm assuming that would be his better play. I don't see him clicking an electric type move when I have a Zygarde, which is going to claim a kill in the back, so I'll go for Moonblast, yeah. I really was not expecting the electric type move there. And Ferrothorn is going to come out. Okay, so I'll go out into Heatran on this. If this is Rocks, then that'll be unfortunate, but I feel like it would be Rocks Terrac, if anything. Doubles to Terrac, okay. This thing's a problem. It actually is... This is the one Pokemon with the dual stab that completely destroys my team. What am I doing? Fini is probably expendable on a sub SD Rockium close combat. Is that what the set is? Yeah, it looks like it's sub SD Rockium close combat. So Z move is going to come out now. He's actually really slow. And goes for Rock Slide, which is not going to do anything, and dies to Life Orb. Okay, wonky set. Not quite sure what that was all about, but I mean, I'll take that. Coco comes back out here. I'm not going to risk my Zygarde for a 28% Fini, so I'll just click Nature's Madness on that. Now I get to bring in Zygarde and claim I'm on, so that's good. Yeah, 1,000 arrows here. I'm assuming Landorus will be sacked now. I'm thinking Volcarona can beat this Lottie 1v1 by spamming Bug Buzz. I just need it in range of my Bandit speed is the main thing. But yeah, I'm claiming a kill here for sure. It appears my opponent is going to give me Landorus. Nice, smack that boy down. I think I go Pidgeot here actually, just in case he tries to set up with Lottie after. So it goes for U-turn, I don't care. I'm assuming Coco's going to come back, but the scenario is not that bad for me. Because with Lando being so weak now, I have several ways of winning. One of them is notably my Cortana, with clicking Sacred Sword. Need a bit of damage on these two, though. Another potential route is my... Actually goes Heatran, which I will gladly weaken with this Hidden Power Ground here. On the Flash Cannon, and I think I'm going to try to win this game now. Hit him up with the Quiver Dance and see what we can do. I'm pretty sure I can live one hit from Scarf Wild Charge Coco, but depending on how much damage this does to me, and ideally it's not Stone Edge, I can win the game. Can I live a... Okay, actually Terrain's gone, so I live... Do I live Brave Bird? Coco. Let's just make it a blank set. I'm assuming he has Brave Bird. Did he reveal an item earlier? I don't think he ever switched up moves. He showed U-turn. I'm going to assume Brave Bird comes out. Yeah. And I'm going to go for 1,000 arrows here and knock out this Landorus. So yeah, became a little bit tougher here because it's actually Scarf Coco. No, it's not. So I could have just Quiver Danced up, but I kind of Quiver Danced up anyway. So I'll go Heatran here. As Coco might come back out. I can also just 1,000 arrows again. But then I'm putting myself in a position to lose to certain things. I'll 1,000 arrows though. Because if he knocks me out, then... Okay, I actually just 2-hit KO him, which is nice. Latias comes out. I'll 1,000 arrows this, and then get in Volcarona. Decides to go for Surf. I was not going hard Volcarona, man. Yeah, I can 1,000 arrows now. This thing's not recovering. Just knock me out. There you go. Volcarona can come out now. Volcarona will live Surf, and I'm going to Quiver Dance and end this game. Yeah. So he tried to bluff the Scarf. I will go for the Bug there. And then I'm not going to risk a miss. I'll knock that out. And then I have HP Ground, and Landorus should die to Bug Buzz. Yeah, so I actually thought it might be Scarf Coco. I don't know if we ever saw an item. Did we see an item earlier? I feel like I might have missed an item, but Volcarona is able to go ahead and win a game right there, which is very cool. Obviously, I could have done it a few turns earlier had I'm assuming I missed an item, but if I didn't, then I definitely think I made the correct scout, and I'll be right back with another game. Okay, so last game right here is going to be up against this. I'm thinking what I'll do as a lead here is lead off with my Pidgeot and then U-turn out on the Scolipede lead, just to make sure that I don't have to care about any sort of Endeavor. So I'll go for U-turn here, bring out Zygarde now on Toxic. That's a little bit frustrating, but I get to click 1,000 arrows now. I broke any potential Sash, and I just might have Protect. Just gets up T-Spike. Okay, I don't care about that. Live the attack though, so that I do care about. Not sure how that happened, but I'll go for another 1,000 arrows here on a Spike, and now my initial thing what I want to do right here is Defog. So Toxic T-Spike's Defog, interesting set. I need Heatran for this Scissor, but I can also use a Volcarona. Fini can come out here, reverse the terrain. If I get 2-hit KO'd though, I can still have Cortana to Defog. So, now Fini's too good here. Everything's too good here. I'll just go 1,000 arrows on a Psychic. Yeah, that's okay with me. I was already Toxic, so it is what it is. I'll Defog now. I'm pretty sure that has to be Specs to knock out Zygarde. 46. That actually might be Scarf. Let's calc. Because depending on the situation, I can just win with my Volcarona soon. Lele. Okay, so he's maybe, I don't know, but he's gonna click Psychic again, I'm assuming. So I'll go Heatran here on his Heatran. I'm gonna taunt him, or at least try to right here to prevent his rocks. I was unfortunately too slow, and now he gets to Earth Power, which is sort of sad. I'm not gonna let him weaken me. I'll bring this out and click HB Ground. On incoming lander is T. Okay, so now I'll go Fini here. I gotta Defog and then get in Volcarona. That's my way of winning. I'll go U-turn. Yeah, I figured if he was Scarf, he would try to get the momentum again, so let's go ahead and try to see what we can do. If Scissor goes down, I can actually win with my Cortana, so goes back to Heatran here. I can try to pull off Volcarona right now. The other option is going Heatran. I feel like Volcarona is not a bad option to just bring out and try to pressure him. Because, like, what's Como doing to me? Like, I'll go for Quiver Dance here. I have HB Ground, as I showed. Goes for Taunt, okay. I'll click HB Ground now. Oko the Heatran, nice. Landorus T comes out. Inferno Overdrive this. As he gives me Como. So that's cool. I'll go for HB Ground again. Interesting play giving me Como. Okay, so he gives me that Pokemon. Is it Sash Lando? He has to go off a miss, I think. Because do I have to Bug Buzz or do I have to Fire Blast? Volcarona. Unless this is AV on this, which would be a little bit annoying. Volcarona Quiver Dance against Lele. It actually looks like this might live anyway. Okay, so I need a good roll right here, but even without the roll, I think I can win with some of the Pokemon that I have in the back. Like my Cortana, for example. So I do hit. I do 90%, so that was a lower roll, but he gets burnt, so that's a little bit good for me, I guess. I can bring out my Cortana here. Hit him up with a Sacred Sword should do 4%, but I'll click, it doesn't really make a difference. I was actually about to change to Leaf Blade. So probably Scarf on the, I'll go Fini here. Probably Scarf on the thing. Goes right for Edge. So this is definitely Scarf, so I'll bring this out here. Go right for a Sacred Sword. Now I'll just Leaf Blade. I feel like he may just stay in. I'm so sorry if you guys can hear the honking in the back. Why are they so loud? Let's go ahead and see what we can do here, though, because I feel like he might stay in trying to predict my Heatran. He actually sets off Lele, so that's fine. And then Scissor kind of has to come out, which I don't know if that can beat me by itself. Yeah, so I'll go Heatran here. My opponent makes a great double to Lando, okay. I'm assuming he'll click EQ. Actually goes for Edge, okay. Did I just choke the game away? Had I won Cortana on the EQ, I just choked the game away. Maybe. I should have gone Cortana. Had I gone Cortana, what would have happened was, if he Stone Edged, first of all, I got to click my attacks. Had he clicked EQ, he would have been forced to stay in, and then I could have gotten in Pidgeot and gotten a kill after with Heat Wave. So I do get the double correct. I'll go for the Magma Storm here. Knock that out, cool. And I feel like Scarf Cortana will beat this thing. So I might have choked, depending on how much bulk my Cortana has. It should be able to take an EQ with ease. If he has HP fired, he can't click that. So yeah, I'm assuming he tried to U-turn there, and I'm really glad I hit this attack. Yeah, but I nearly choked the game by going out into the other thing. I'll go for Magma Storm here. And then Cortana should be able to outspeed here and 2-hit KO without any issues. And if I get a high crit ratio crit, I'll definitely be good. If he crits me back right here, I'd definitely lose, but ideally that doesn't come up. I kind of deserve to get crit because I just took the game away, but he shouldn't be able to knock me out with EQ, and I 2-hit KO him with a Leaf Blade, is what should happen right here. Come on, just don't crit me, please. Unless he's actually not Scarf, which he's played it like it's Scarf this entire game, so. And actually, didn't we confirm it was Scarf, like in certain scenarios? I think we did. But yeah, he needs to crit an EQ. There's no way Cortana's dropping. Nice, okay, now I'm able to win this game. So Leaf Blade again here, and I nearly choked the game away, but thankfully I was able to do it anyway. Definitely hitting Magma Storm is big, and we're able to go ahead and get back to about the same places that we started at, which is not terrible. Kind of confusing though, considering I believe we went 4-2. So not quite sure what that's all about, but I did hope you guys all enjoyed, of course. Once again, the team will be down below in the description. No changes made in this video. I think it's definitely consistent. Just got to play more offensively than I did, and not have your Zygarde get frozen, of course. But yeah, I'll see you all next time. Later.